Okay, I'm here with my grandmother, Carol Lee, and we're going to talk about this old house here. It was built between 1903 and 1906 with lumber that my great-great-grandfather milled off the property. It's out here along the road. And some things have changed, and she's going to tell us about it. And we're going to look at some old pictures of what it used to look like.
Had a banister across and dried vegetables in there till recent years, and then they made it into a bedroom.
When you say recent years, you mean 1920s? And
yeah, something like that. And then this was her summer kitchen. She cooked in. And then this burnt down. They put in new smokehouse.
What year do you think this new smokehouse was built?
I have no idea.
And see, that summer kitchen would have been off the back of the house.
But that paling fence there, where the cave goes down,
Yeah.
that was all the way around the house.
That was? As a fence?
Yeah. And it was taller. And it was just a short piece there.
So this is the picture of the old house when it was being built. If you look real close, right there to the left of that man standing up, out in front of him, there's a well pump. And my great-great-grandmother sitting there with a kid and a baby buggy. And these are her other three kids here, standing in front of the house as it's being built. There's a man with a saw. And that addition off the back of the house there, off the back, is now gone. And it doesn't have the porch on it yet. Or the I guess the chimney's on the inside. So as you can see, I'm standing right there. You can see the house now has the porch on it, which was always been on it, but I guess he was just building in the picture, huh? Didn't have the porch on it. And the well pump is still inside here, inside this well house. And it's abandoned now. It's not used for anything anymore. It's not.
And then the addition there is all tore off.
Yeah, where this concrete is, that was the addition. Now, did it always have concrete on there?
Carson put that there.
So when you guys tore it down, it was just a rock foundation like the rest of the house?
Play music and never did.
Oh, he was going to put a little roof over it maybe? Or? Of course, here's the smokehouse that you can see it in this picture. But then that one burnt down. And they built this one. But you don't know when that would have happened, huh? When it would have burnt down. And that's not really used for anything anymore neither. It's just these are two of my grandfathers and one of his sons.
Uncle.
Oh yeah, my uncles. So if you look right here, this is Charles DeHaven. He fought in Mosby's Rangers during the war. This is his son Hollis. That's who's built this house here, who lived here. And this is his son Love DeHaven.
And Douglas.
And his son Douglas. This is 4 generations. And if you look at this porch that they're sitting on right here, they were sitting right there. Okay, so if we... So here's a... see if I can get the picture here without the... Here's the picture of the old house, the front of the old house. There's a pear tree there. Right here in the front. And we got us a gate. And then off onto this side, there's another little pear tree. There was a whole row of them here. And that pear tree's still there and still bears pears. What year do you think that those pear trees were planted?
He was born in
1913?
he was, what, about 5 there in that picture.
So they were planted before 1913, and this tree is still growing. I promise you that's still the same tree. And that gate in this picture, this is what it looked like in about 1956.
Come on, Pepper.
And if we kind of get in here and look at the house now, of course it's got a big holly tree growing there now. I'm just trying to document some of my family history so my kids will have it and so it doesn't get lost. So I'm here with my grandmother and we're gonna talk about it some more. Walk on over here one time, Grandma. Let's talk about the porch. So if you see the porch sitting here, here's Amelia DeHaven.
And these were steps, wide steps that went down here.
So there was a set of steps right along here.
Wide ones, yeah. But company would always sit on them.
Of course, they had the swing hanging there.
Swing was here.
And this is my great-great-grandmother holding my dad. And my dad was born in 56. There. So you can see what it looks like now.
And that door went into the setting room and the kitchen and dining room.
On the back of the house,
The
which
back
is
of
now
the house
tore
is
down.
Gone. Yeah.
Here's the lightning rod. It doesn't come all the way down anymore. Wouldn't do very good, would it?
Yeah.
We're gonna go in. Okay, so we're gonna go in.
And when you come in, you came into a hallway and 2 rooms. There was a door here that went into this room, and a hallway here, and a door that went into that room.
And do you remember whose rooms they were? This one room here. What after you come through this hallway and into this room, whose bedroom?
I guess when she had all her kids, it might have been a this room over here. She said was the parlor where you had your dates. You met with your dates and stuff with them, and then
So this was the hallway back to this door here, and that went to the back side of the house.
It's tore off. But when I turned 15, Grandma gave me and my brother and Daddy this room we had for a kitchen and setting room, and then the one above it for a bedroom.
This was your kitchen and setting room for you and your brother?
And Dale,
and
my father.
And your dad. And this was your grandmother's room,
Yeah,
but it was also the parlor?
Yeah, she called the parlor when they were young. Their daughters was courting, I guess. And she died in this room.
Right here was her bed?
Mm-hmm.
And her maiden name was Sloanaker?
Sloanaker.
Amelia Sloanaker. Here's the closet under the steps. Didn't have much room for a closet, did they, Grandma? Looks like stuff's been living in here. Something gonna jump out and get me. Look, there's Billy Beer.
Really?
Billy Beer cans in there.
Oh my goodness. Well, they rusted in the basement. I guess that's why I put them in there.
I don't think that thing's very accurate anymore.
What do you call your dog, Michael?
Pepper! All right, we're gonna walk these little rickety, crickety steps.
This is your banister.
Uh-huh. I can remember sliding down it when I was a little kid.
Come on, come on.
You should be able to... I wish you could smell the old smell of the house when you walk in. It smells old.
Come on,
Got the paper coming off the ceiling from a roof leak. Come on, Pat.
This was my father and brother in my bedroom. Ugh, it's a mess.
And Granddaddy, he put the alarm system in, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And that'd have been in the 80s, or it was earlier than that, probably.
Yeah, it was earlier than that. Early 70s when I started staying up making wreaths and decorations. They said my Uncle Ward crawled out this window and walked on the edge of the tin roof in the wintertime and left tracks. He's sleepwalking.
He didn't fall off the roof though, did he? Look at that little banister. You have to get down real low. It's only 2 foot tall.
And kids running around up here.
This room, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but that floor's got a slope to it all the way down in that corner. I don't know if I'd walk over there. Squirrels and the bees are taking over. Here's the chimney coming up this side. Wasp nest. And so this was a doorway here, right, Grandma? This was a door. You can see the latch there.
It took you out into to the left, went into that open room Grandma used as a drying room.
For vegetables and stuff.
That she enclosed in, made a bedroom, and then there was a bedroom straight ahead, and then to the right there was a bedroom she wallpapered over the door.
And that's the one that you, when you were a kid, you
Pulled
peeled
the wallpaper off.
trying to see what was back there. And you don't remember getting in trouble for it?
No, she just looked at me.
Look out here. This was called the Crooked Room, and they built it on the porch, didn't they?
Yeah, Rick and Darius slept back there when we lived here. It was my playhouse when I was little.
It was? It was your playhouse? They didn't use it for much?
No, not then.
But that's what I always known it as, the Crooked Room also. Looks like the squirrel's been chewing. A little drafty.
Getting a little drafty too, all these holes.
Couple dead birds.
I teach Hannah not to kill bees. They sure got a place to live here. I'll have to tell her they're at the old house.
You getting anything in return from any payment in return from them? No honey?
They pollinate.
I know. Good girl, Pep. Pepper likes the old house.
No, she don't. She don't go no further. I don't need to take my picture.
All right. My uncles with the rifles and shotguns in the front yard here, and you can see them trees around them were the pear trees. That was right out here. Of course, it's woods on the other side of these trees and all now, but this is what it looks like now off the porch. Here they are on their shoulders, sitting on the shoulders of one of them and posing for a picture. He's got his gun up there at the top, don't he? The top is Harrison. That's your dad on the very top with the gun?
Like him, yeah.
In front of us is the outhouse. And it was always in that general location?
Yeah, in that location.
We've moved it around a little bit here and there, but here's the outside on the other end of the house here. And this back area is where the back part of the house was.
Yeah, where that gray piece of sheetrock is where the door come out.
Where, over here?
Right there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the other door come out in there somewhere.
And so there was one that come out of the parlor area, and there was one that would come out of the hallway into
Yeah.
this section also. And this window up here is the one that came out from upstairs. And this room right above where we're sitting right now was where you tore the wallpaper off to get in, to look into. Did you go in there, or did you just peek in through the
No, I
wallpaper?
think I just stuck my head in because there wasn't nothing in there.
You knew you was in trouble, didn't you?
Yep.
Oh, we have a picture of your grandmother sitting right here with Uncle Wesley too, right here in this room, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
So this is Amelia and Wesley, and she was born when?
In 1870.
And she died in
59.
1959. And my Uncle Wesley there behind her.
He was born in 1913.
You can see this picture was taken in, looks like December. Because I can see that calendar right behind Uncle Wesley.
Oh, my goodness.
And it's on the month of December. And this picture was taken standing right about where I'm, well, not where I'm at, right about here. Looking into this corner here. And it's now, this room's now gone. So there was a window there. And there was a door that went into the parlor. Oh no, that door there goes onto the porch, didn't it? That was an outside door. This door in the picture. There was a door right here. It went out onto the porch. Here's Uncle Wesley when he was younger. Standing in the front yard, you can see them pear trees again. And I believe this one here on the right of him is the one that's still there, isn't it?
And Michael, where that new piece of plywood is, there wasn't a window there. Brenda put that in when we bought it. But that was where the stairway went up to the room upstairs.
Oh,
Upstairs.
that went up to this door here. It was a little stairway, you said?
Yeah, a little narrow stairway.
So it had two sets of steps in it, huh?
Yeah, the one that we went up earlier and then this one.
And that's our old house. Anything else?
No, I guess that's it. Pull down here a little bit further. It's a young boy, and it was a lie.
It was a lie?
Yeah, because
You're still sticking to that story,
yeah,
huh?
because Daddy slept at the head of the lightning rod.
So there's a lightning rod here. She's saying that my grandfather, and she stayed in this room. You stayed in that room with
Yeah.
your brother and your dad,
Uh-huh.
right? And we seen it on the inside in there. So Granddaddy would tell people he'd climb that lightning rod and come and get you at nighttime,
Coming to see me.
come to see you. And that was a lie, huh?
Yes, it was a lie.
Still sticking to that story.
Yes.
I believe you, Grandma. Here's the well pump. And it still pumps water if we've primed it and greased it. And it hadn't been used in a while. We got wasps in here. An old smokehouse. It's a little rickety here on the porch. Gotta walk with ease. I guess they'd hang the meat out here too, wouldn't they, for curing? Or all on the inside?
I remember it all inside.
Oh, was it always inside?
Big old hams hanging down.
Inside here?
Yeah.
And would they start the fire down in the cellar, or would they build it up here? The cure. Did they smoke them?
When I was living here, they cured it.
Oh, they just salt cured it.
I don't know anything about smoking.
And there's the root cellar.
Cave.
The cave. Is that what your grandmother called it? The cave. And you said she left the toad sit down in here, so.
She would, if she didn't see her toad, she wouldn't go down the steps.
Because there's probably a snake down there, huh? Poor toad, the sacrificial toad.
Right, that's what he was.
And what year did y'all build the shop there? Across the road.
About the maybe
70s?
80, 79 or 80.
And there was a woodshed here too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was that always there when you lived here as a kid, or was that something y'all built? That's where you got your whippings.
Come here. That tree.
Wait a minute, say that again.
The grandma's garden stretched from both them pine trees up to this nut tree. It's where they raised all their winter vegetables, summer and winter.
You remember the kind of vegetables she had in it?
Yeah, just the standard squash and tomatoes and beans, eggplants, corn, all that basic.
Well, when I was a little kid, you told me the three main vegetables in the garden was lettuce, turnip, and pea.
How about the main parts of a stove?
What are those?
I'm not gonna say.
You better say it. What are the main parts of a stove, Grandma?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Lifter, leg, and poker? Oh.
Those some old people jokes. They like jokes too.